Today, we'll be taking a look at... hold on, this is a mouthful. The 1000 Toys Re-Edit Halo Infinite 1/12 Scale Masterchief Mjolnir Mark 6 Gen 3. That's a name and a half. Here's the packaging, and whoop, look at that long name. Taking a look inside, Masterchief and accessories are neatly compartmentalized. Figures from 1000 Toys are known to be very detailed and solidly built, and Masterchief is no different. His armor is very cleanly sculpted, with lots of sharp and concise angles and plates that come together to make up his suit. Whilst the armor is predominantly a military green, the black of his undersuit helps break up and differentiate his form. And the glossy orange metallic of his visor is a striking contrast that really adds a visual pop. Though I will say that the paintwork of the armor is ridiculously clean for a character like Masterchief. Save for a single spot of scuff on the chest, there isn't a single drop or smudge of weathering on this figure. Paintwork aside, 1000 Toys brings their toy engineering genius to the design, giving us an amazingly posable and well-thought-out action figure. The joints are smooth, sturdy, and grant a lot of flexibility to the figure without compromising the original design. This, in turn, allows for some really dynamic and natural options for posing the figure. The head and neck are on a set of ball sockets. Butterfly joints in the shoulder lead out into a ball hinge. Hinged bicep armor. Swivel joint in the upper and lower bicep. A hinge at the elbow. And a ball hinge at the wrist. Multiple ball sockets in the torso allow for decent range of motion. Swivel hip joints that lead into a horizontal thigh hinge. A swivel in the thigh. Double jointed knees. This part of the leg armor is spring-loaded, so it retracts when bended and pops back out. The foot is on a ball socket, and the ankle is hinged. Masterchief comes with a fair amount of weapons and a variety of hands. First off, we have the classic Halo gun, the MA-40 assault rifle. The rifle is very nicely detailed with tons of fine textures. Varying colors are used to differentiate parts of the gun, really highlighting the components it's made up of. Next, we have the CQS-48 Bulldog. Much like the MA-40, there is an amazing attention to detail, from the Picatinny rails to the folded-down flip-up sights, down to the open ejection port door. Both of these guns have a fold-out peg that can be used to mount them onto Masterchief's back. To do this, you'll want to get some sort of fine-tipped tool and gently remove these covers found on his back. Be careful not to lose them. We get an energy sword. It has some very nice contrast between its handle and energy part of the weapon. And lastly, we have a multitude of hands. Here is Masterchief with some Figma, some SH Figuarts, some other 1000 Toys, and some various 1/12 scale figures. I've never played Halo, but Masterchief's design is one that is incredibly iconic. So when 1000 Toys announced their first Masterchief figure, I was a bit confused, as his first design wasn't something I quite recognized as Masterchief. The Halo Infinite version, though, fits the bill. As this figure is an offering by 1000 Toys, you can expect it to be high quality, very sturdily made and solid. Paint apps are a bit too clean for Masterchief, but it's crisp and concise. And with the decent accessories included, this is a figure very worth the price. For those of you not willing to fork over the cash, the Jazzwares Masterchief figures will do just fine. But to those who want to adorn their Halo action figure collection with something more high-end, look no further. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, consider heading over to the Patreon. You can get access to behind-the-scenes content, progress reports, tutorials, and more. Plus, you get to watch everything before it's put on YouTube. We also have a merch store where you can get stickers and patches, so be sure to check those out. Links in the video description. Till next time.